look like, except there is a little bit more blood. You crusty fuck. Jesus. I didn't do my deep dive on Bullet Bob. I don't think I should.
Bullet Bob. I went down the rabbit hole on Walt Disney.
Why would you do that?
Just to see what kind of weird fuck he was.
And how much of a weird fuck was he?
Very weird. Child molestation accusations. Obviously, Nazi sympathizer accusations.
Well, he wasn't a Nazi. He wasn't a Nazi sympathizer. He just didn't like Jews.
There's records showing that.
Potato. You know.
Hold on. Wait a minute. What is the distinction, sir? Please.
Well, Nazis are a part of the Nazi Party.
Okay.
Walt Disney just didn't like Jewish folks and wanted to make mouse cartoons.
You know, it actually wasn't him that came up with Mickey Mouse. It was his partner that came up with Pixar.
I'm not going to debate because you said you went down a rabbit hole.
I
so,
did.
yeah. I
YouTube,
believe you.
Man. YouTube on a 75-inch TV is dangerous. Whoa.
So are you guys all moved in?
Yeah. What?
You guys all moved in?
Yeah.
All your stuff organized?
Yep. Minus
Jesus, I have done no promotion.
The two kids' rooms.
Well, it's 7:30 and we're live, so...
We are live. Hi, ladies and gentlemen.
And that is not Ryan Harvey. Boop, 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 boop.
Ryan, lean in.
Lean in. Do it.
There, I did my old
Yep.
man. Old man.
All right, kick us off, Jakey boy.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sober Swole Podcast. My name is Jake Howard.
My name is Paul Rowe.
Hi.
Oh, Gandalf.
Get off the ground.
Yes. So let's get some shout-outs out of the way right now, shall we?
You bet your sweet ass.
All right, I'm going to give out a couple shout-outs right now. First, excuse me. First time I've done this, my brother, who I love more than anything, he's helped me get to the point in life where I'm at now. He's been shoulder to cry on. He's been there through the good and the bad, and his name's Kyle Summers. He works at a place called Purpose Healing Center. It's an addiction specialist place, and they are growing. They're doing awesome things over there. So if you're looking for any type of addiction help, go ahead and check them out online, purposehealingcenter.com. They're located in Scottsdale, Arizona. And then the other shout I'm going to go ahead and give is to Advanced Physical Therapy, located in Gilbert off of Higley and Pecos. And the reason why I'm giving them a shout out is because I am walking because of them. Because I had some really gnarly back pain, and instead of going to the doctor and having a great excuse to go get some pain medication, I decided to go give them a try, and within 1 week, I was walking again. So I would say I love them very much. Mandy, the PT over there, is incredible. So if you guys are having any type of neck, head, shoulder, back, any type of body part that's hurting, check them out. Jake, what do you got?
Anytime?
Anytime.
Anytime.
So can we pause for Paul's haircut real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Not on my fat face, though.
Just so we give it
Jesus Christ, you fucking...
the justice he so begged us to give him right before.
Look at that wave, though. Matches the background.
Oh, it's the best.
It's that natural wave.
Oh, it's the best wave I've ever seen, Paul. Jesus, I've never seen a haircut like that on a man in my life. It's the best haircut I've ever seen.
That's all I wanted. I don't care if there's sarcasm behind it.
Oh, man, you're the best guy I've ever known in my whole life.
Thank you.
Jesus, and your dick's bigger than everybody's. You're the best, Paul.
Thank you.
God,
I really appreciate
oh, man,
that.
you're... Oh,
Thank you.
Geez.
I especially like the dick part. I really thank you for that.
Yeah, I'd lie for you about that, man. Anyway, I'd like to give some love to Royalty Nutrition. That's royaltynutrition.com. Check them out. They are at Royalty Nutrition on Instagram. They are a veteran-owned and operated supplement company that does not fill their supplements with bullshit, and they do not give you any fake promises or false hopes on what their products do. They are great products that help you get the job done. Claim your throne at royaltynutrition.com, especially when everything's still on stale and David still hasn't changed everything. So get on there and get on that.
Whoa, yeah, hurry up, man.
All right, we give some more love to Gorilla Gains. That's at Gorilla Gains with the Z15 on Instagram or gorilla-gains with the Z.com. They are a high-quality performance apparel company that you can wear in and out of the gym, and they make badass apparati that help keep you safe while you train.
Like what?
Like wrist straps,
There you
straps, lifting belts, knee sleeves, elbow sleeves. Maybe when Andrew gets the socks back in, deadlift socks. This guy, they got a little bit of everything.
And you use some of that, right?
I use it all, baby.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I'm not broken. Like, well, I'm broken, but I'm
gonna say,
I'm not more broken.
Yeah, your knees are pretty shot there, brother.
Save 15% on your entire order when you use the discount code Jake15. That's JAKE15 to save 15% on your entire order. Give some love to the FitOps Foundation. That's fitops.org. They are a not-for-profit organization that helps veterans rediscover their purpose after active military duty service. That's through self-discovery, fitness, and becoming not just certified, but highly qualified personal trainers and earning the title Certified Veteran Fitness Operative. Check them out. It's fitops.org. If you're looking for a great not-for-profit to donate to, that's fitops.org/donate. But wait, there's more. I'm not done.
Whoa.
I've decided
I'm waiting.
I'm going to take a break from lifting weights.
Whoa, what?
I'm taking a break from lifting weights.
Yes, perfect. And why?
I feel like I've been hit by a prime Bas Rutten. My body is beat up, tore up. It hurts to get up, get down, and move. So what I did was I went to ddpyoga.com and signed up for their on-demand service. Every morning after breakfast, every morning I wake up, I have my water, I have my breakfast. My ass does some yoga in the morning. I'm getting loose. The big thing about them and the reason why I promote them is because when I was first getting sober and I was still fat as shit, I knew that me lifting heavy weights all the time and every day probably wasn't the best move, and I sure as shit wasn't going to go out and do, I don't know, some other mobility training or something.
Like CrossFit?
Yeah. So I actually, back in the day, I bought the whole DDP Yoga pack back when before they were fully rebranded over to just DDP Yoga.
Okay.
So all the videos still said YRG Yoga in the thing. That was before they branded it back over. So it's a program of yoga that I've used before. I really liked it. It helped me get in shape and getting ready to move and get back into the gym. So I'm doing that shit again.
You're going to be sore as fuck, dude, from that.
Hey, I am, and I'm cool with it. Mm-hmm. But it's day 2. I'm moving better already.
Good.
I think Ryan and I are wearing the same shirt for some reason. Where are we at?
Huh.
Paul, where are we?
Buy to Buy Studios is where we're at right now. And Buy to Buy Studios is ran by no other, the wonderful, the one and only, the beautiful, sexy man that we all know as Mr. Ryan Harvey, a.k.a. DJ Swirl. And we are having a wonderful time sitting in his beautiful studio that is set up. He is out there helping people not only reach their goals like what me and Jake are doing by, spreading the word about the problems with addiction, drugs, working out, and also, not only does he help people like me and Jake out, he helps people fucking move, man. Sorry for the language, but I just had to emphasize that what he does is incredible. Low rate, we'll get your stuff there on time.
Hey, Ryan,
you'll put it together all the time.
What?
Hey, yeah, switch the camera on to me, bro. There we go. And so
I missed the segue. I apologize.
Okay. You're all right.
I was still thrown aback by the yoga. I apologize. My fault. Go ahead. Continue.
Sorry about being a man.
Hey,
wants to be able to move.
What? Wait. Pause. There's nothing.
No, there's nothing non-manly about.
I just
yoga.
attacked him because I felt like it. To watch him
See how that works.
I wanted to see him get frustrated like he did.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I like how you use the word attack too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's personal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, made it personal. Well, before I was interrupted and not being able to see this gorgeous face the whole time, what I was saying is Ryan moves shit. He moves expensive shit.
Apologize for the language.
Hey, what are you going to do? And so Ryan is incredible. Hey. Ryan's incredible at everything he does. He's always there, out wanting to lend a helping hand, helping out all of us out here. And no matter during this whole COVID bullshit, in my opinion, what Ryan's able to do is have everything with complete care. There's no worries of contamination. He handles everything with care, and I would highly suggest looking him up. I believe you have an Instagram page, a Twitter page, and a Facebook page, correct?
All of it, yeah.
All of it. So, yeah, check him out. It's Buy to Buy. It's BUYTOBYE. Check him out.
Clean as his haircut.
Yeah.
What's it? Buytobuy.com, right? That's buy.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Buy to buy. Dad.
So The Rock,
Yeah, we just saw the.
COVID cured? COVID.
Wait, cured or he got it?
He's on the right side of it.
Okay.
So all of his family got it, apparently. Yeah. His
Yeah,
kids,
but
too.
with his level of success.
Oh, I'm
he-
sure their care was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And abruptly right there.
Hey, what earned?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, what I was sad about was Chadwick, man. Not only is he battling one of the fiercest cancers that a man can have, but once you get that, it's a fucking death sentence. And the fact that he handled it for 4 years and doing all those fucking movies like Black Panther, Tenet, 21 Bridges, 42.
The Five Bloods.
Like, god damn, dude, that was really sad. I mean, I don't really know him all that well as an actor just from those movies, but
Yeah.
I was taken back by that, man. It sucked.
No, like I pride myself on, working every day. Like as busy as I get, I try to take on more until I hit that threshold.
Yep.
And it's like as hard as I work, as tired as I've gotten, as worn out as you are, coming into walking into your home and your two kids, Daddy, ready to, just got to shift gears and go right at it. Like as tired as I felt, like all of that hit and you're just like, damn, you can do more. Don't complain.
Yep.
Shake
Let's
it off.
see. But how? I want to give a shout out to his circle,
No doubt.
his inner circle.
Why?
No
I don't
doubt.
know anything about that.
Because they kept his secret
When did we find out? When did we find out he had cancer?
True. Yep.
from his
right?
Yeah, that
Instagram
shit
page
was
after he
After he
passed.
died.
Like, that's it.
Those are some real motherfuckers that he kept around.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, that's incredible. It sucks, man. Because I didn't realize how severe of the cancer that is until my mother broke it down for me. Like prostate and colon are like the 2 death sentences for males.
As soon as I posted stuff on my Facebook, a buddy of mine who had cancer or is fighting cancer, he's in remission now, I believe. But, like, he was that kind of guy who kept it to himself until it hit him and then, changed his entire outlook and perspective on it. So
Right.
Chadwick's just another reminder that you're never, that's about like the whole yoga, joking about it being feminine. Like, it's never you're never too tough to have someone put their finger in your butt.
mm-hmm.
For the right reasons.
Ain't that the truth?
And so,
man?
like, my insurance, like, we just got insurance through, because my wife lost her job, so we lost all of our insurance, so
Right.
now we're on whatever that is. So I know it's not good, whatever we have, but I know that I'm still making it a priority to get my situation, at least status on it,
Right.
because I think I'm all right, but you never know. You never know. Something could be lying dormant and whatever.
We're
so,
just a couple of years away from getting that
yeah,
finger in the
yeah.
butt.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, be proactive. Why wait until that benchmark?
Exactly.
Just because it worked for this demographic. So,
Yep.
and it tends to be, black folks tend to fall on the worst side of all of the, the projections and all that. So it's like, why not be proactive because this is on the forefront right
Yep.
now? So,
I don't know. Trips me out that I'm going to be 38 next Monday.
Have you? I want to bring this to a lighter side of things. Have you? I can't remember what special it was on, but did you ever hear Tom Segura's story of his first prostate exam? With
If it's in one of his stand-ups, then I have.
with Dr. Dick.
I can't remember it, but
Well, it's he talks about it all the time still about how they still go to the same doctor who's an asshole,
right.
but he's funny.
Right.
That's why they still go to
Yep.
him. And he talks about how he's going in for his exam, and he goes, "Okay, I'm gonna bend you over here, getting some lube here," and you're gonna feel a slight pressure, and that's my dick. And
That's not funny. That's not funny at all.
But like the way he,
Yeah, the way Tom.
I'm not a stand-up comedian. John Mulaney has a good one like that too.
I'm shocked those cats aren't coming out with, like, I know, because after listening to, I forget who Joe Rogan interviewed, I think it was Kevin Hart. I didn't realize it was such a process in having a 45-minute set for a stand-up comedian. That's like 9 months of work.
Oh yeah,
writing jokes, and
it's like athletes preparing for a season.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. And fuck, I just lost my train of thought.
Man.
So I started thinking about football right when he said that. And I was like, yeah, we got a game next week. God damn it. Fuck it. I forgot
Kevin Hart, comedians, 45-minute set.
Oh, yeah, I'm just shocked, like John Mulaney, Tom Segura. Good job, buddy. You know, like, granted, I know it's a lot of time, but I'm just shocked that you're not seeing more of those releases of comedians with all the COVID shit because, yeah, theaters just opened up, you know, a couple days ago, but how much of those celebrities were now running shit on Netflix or doing commercials or, you know what I mean? Like,
there are multiple avenues that you can do. You can do it on your own social media page.
Yep.
Like you can literally schedule that, promote it, set people up for notifications to where, you know, you put the countdown in there and you click on it, it'll remind you. You'll get a notification, bam, and then just do your fucking set.
Yep.
Like all of the verses thing that are going on with the musicians. Like that is a very easy way to promote yourself. Your old, hold on a second. Your old catalog, Brandy and Monica just set records. They did 1.2 million simultaneous streams. So they were at one time, 1.2 million people were watching the show. Like it's unheard of. And then you see what happens, what they call now the versus effect, and you see all the downloads from all of their previous thing. And so they get more money, more album sales, more all of that. And so just for sitting next to each other, going head to head in a friendly battle of your catalog. That's ridiculous. And it came from a simple idea from Timbaland and Swiss Beats. They were talking shit to one another. They said, let's battle. So they got on each other's on Instagram and they did it live. And everybody bugged out. And they were like, let's try this. And so now they've just been lining things up. And it's huge now. And now it's going to get bought for whoever knows how much money. And then it's going to be on Netflix or, you know, it'll be that. So that's how those things start. From a little tiny seed on a platform that's free.
Just a couple of guys talking shit, and then boom.
And they own the copyrights to their own music, so they don't have a problem like we do playing other people's shit.
Right.
So it's like genius. You use what's available to you. There's a Bubba Gannett. He's a comedian who started or helped launch. Shit, I can't think of the name of the. I'll look it up, but it's comedy. It's a comedy show. So these comedians are in like this virtual space. And then they have a wall that are all of the people who tuned in on the Zoom meeting, right? And so it has all. So the comedian gets to see all of them, and he gets to interact with them like they could at a crowd,
right?
So he can call anybody out at any given time. Yep. Super dope. So all of these big comedians, Eliza Schlesinger, she was on there. I think Jay Farrell was on there. Yeah, and so it's gonna start blowing up. But I followed him and the. To look it up. I can give them a shout out because it's dope.
Is this an app or a website?
No, this is on their internet on IG. They announce when it is, and then you go to their website or whatever the platform is. The link. It's all super simple, bro. All of it.
Yeah, but I'm not on Instagram. That's why I was asking.
You don't have to be on Instagram active to be able to have access to stuff. That's why a lot of people have dormant accounts that they don't comment, they don't post, and they just watch and they like shit and they move on. I mean, and we were talking about limits on things, so maybe. This is a good opportunity for you
That's a great segue. Yeah. Good job there, buddy.
To segue
well
into some kind of...
For a guy that really...
Well done.
For a guy who is like, no, I think I'll just sit back and let you guys do your thing. I'll just chime in time to time. You really do carry this show a lot. So, I mean, I really do appreciate that.
No, and that was just a beautiful segue, man.
Don't run away. I was giving you a compliment for real.
No,
I know that's like
doesn't
hard.
Take compliments.
I know that's like, I don't do that.
No, he doesn't take compliments at all. All right, so let's take it away.
Baby, come back. Sorry.
What we were, me and Jake and Ryan have been talking about lately is what I've been doing in my life, in my personal life, as far as my recovery goes. And so I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this already. Forgive me. Still working through medications and shit, but I ended up in the loony bin back in late June, and from that experience was a blessing in disguise. And while I was in there, I was scheduled to see a psychiatrist and a therapist. And through going some pretty deep levels within my psyche, we were able to kind of figure out some shit and why I've been doing what I've been doing. So I got diagnosed with a couple things. One, bipolarism, and two, severe depression. And I have also anxiety, but I'm pretty sure 99.9% of everybody has some sort of anxiety.
Can I jump in here real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're animals,
Yes.
right? And all anxiety is a survival mechanism.
Correct.
What I think the anxiety problem in the United States is, this is going to come off as
Of course.
offensive. It's going to brush people the wrong
Yeah.
way. A lot of people have anxiety because they're constantly expecting something to go wrong and it never does.
It's a good point.
So, but the people that have been through like a real trauma, they have anxiety because they don't want that to happen again. So they're always on the lookout for it.
Right.
A lot of the anxiety and depression in the United States is just because fuckers are bored.
Yeah, I would call it, yeah.
But anyway,
I would
sorry.
say the same. No,
But
don't
yeah,
apologize.
no,
Like,
but
I agree.
No, I mean, I jumped on your.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
I know, but I do, Paul. Fuck. All right.
So, yeah. So while we're figuring all this shit out, I got started on some medication. And I was very hesitant in doing that because I always thought that once you get on something like blood pressure medication or any type of mood stabilizer, that you're going to have to be on that for the rest of your life. Well, after discussing it with the specialist and everything, that's not the case. Like, even my therapist was on some of the medications that I'm on right now for about 9 months. So it's just however you take it. So what ended up happening was I get out of the loony bin, and I start intensive outpatient, which means you're going to see, a therapist and a psychiatrist twice a week. And, start digging deeper. And I'd always had, even when I was deep in the middle of it, I always had this feeling with meetings, AA. I saw a lot of fake shit. A lot of talking, and then on the other side, you'd see them fucking doing something else. So that makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Biggest thing I would see is guys that had been sober for a while and going to newcomers meetings and picking up chicks. Like, and that's actually a very prevalent thing that goes on within the meeting halls. Or the constant stuff. Whoa, what happened?
I don't know. I think we're so good.
All right. The constant fact that we're being told over and over and over again, I'm an addict. You're constantly addressing yourself as an addict. So then that's who I knew myself as. Then the last part that really upset me was there was never any talk of solution. It was always war stories. Whoa.
Sorry, I got ADD
No,
real bad.
that's fine.
Sorry.
That got my mind too. It's just constantly war stories and cliques. It was honestly like high school. But again, like a lot of our viewers have heard time and time again, I always needed that validation. I needed to be a part of. So I turned a blind eye. And there's some people that I was extremely close to that once I kind of let go of that, needing their approval, needing their attention, I stopped surrounding myself with them. And these were people I was close with. Because I just saw what's the word I'm looking for when you say something and do another?
Hypocritical.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of hypocrisy that was going on. And so, I kept telling myself, I'm an addict, blah, blah, blah. So, through therapy, come to find out, yeah, do I have addictive personality? Yeah, but pretty much everyone does. And so, it's just a matter of how I learned to deal with my emotions, which in the very beginning, way back in the day when something happened to me, which I've shared on this before, even though I didn't remember it, I had still subconsciously had pushed that down and was finding other outlets to, you're talking to a kid that was 7 years old and was snorting pixie sticks. And the only reason why I got caught is because my mom was wondering why there's fucking blue snot in the Kleenex in the trash. And so it's like I've always had that just need to just escape. And so when I had that first Oxycontin, when I wasn't really in pain, I felt that high. Fuck, it was off to the races, man. And from that point on, I learned, hey, cool, I don't have to feel anything anymore. I'm just going to take this. And this would have been heroin, fucking perks, alcohol, drug, whatever it may be. And so I've been on medication now for a couple months, and we're still, because unfortunately, when it comes to mood stabilizers and antipsychotics, okay. It's not an exact science. So you're constantly having to tweak things here and there. On a majority of a basis, I am doing relatively well. What I've been talking about with my therapist last week is I've been so used to chaos for so long in my life and the ups and downs of my emotions that it's weird to say, but I'm bored. And the fact that, the gyms haven't been open and, I just made up all these excuses. And so to get back to my point, when I thought about it when I was in the actual loony bin, I had asked the psychiatrist about, hey, this is my thoughts and blah, blah, blah about smoking weed. Because weed I had never had a problem with. I never was an idiot. I never, whatever. It's only when I added booze, liquor primarily into that equation that shit got fucked up. But I've always personally I was an advocate for marijuana, shit, mainly all my life because I understand the medicinal purposes of it. I now smoke marijuana. I'm not going to get my card right now because I know that you can't get a firearm. So I have a friend that supplies me with that. And then as far as drinking goes, like last night, I had a glass of wine. I've just learned through the medication that I'm on that now that I'm able to think a little bit more clearly and be able to act on my emotions, I don't see myself, I wouldn't say an addict. I know my limits. I know not to fucking touch heroin. I know not to go get painkillers. Like, for example, I broke my finger today. Now, this is a ghetto freaking splint, but I broke my finger. I have every right now to jump into an urgent care. Hey, check this out. And get a quick little fix of payments. But I choose not to because I know that the second that enters into my body, it's done. I'll be fucking sucking on the dick pipe, man, in fucking no time. And
is that a saying?
Oh yeah, because it looks the meth pipe looks like a cock. The bowl is the balls, and then I
know what a dick looks like.
Well,
yeah.
Obviously. Man, Desiree's right. We cannot go an episode without mentioning anything about a dick. So yeah, it's just
that's the swole part of the show, right? Oh, okay. I always thought that was the case. My apologies.
So yeah, it was a cool experience. I got to go back home over the weekend, and it was my nephew's birthday, and it was 1 year old birthday, and I got to sit down because none of my family knew what had happened to me, and so I got to sit them all down and talk to them about it. And once again, you guys have all heard, my mom's told me 1,000 times, I'm not an addict. It's my thyroid. She is still against me taking medication. She says, again, it's my diet and it's my thyroid. I'm like, okay, I love you to death, Mom, but this medication is actually working for me, so I think I'm going to just stick to this route for right now. But all of them were, I had maybe 2 beers when I was out there. Like, I was telling Jake when we were out in the parking lot, I like IPAs because you're not going to down them fast, because that's why I stay away from liquor. I drink too fast and I'll get drunk immediately, and I don't want to know what the ramifications are going to become of that. And so I really big fan of Sierra Nevada, and what they had made is this new beer called Optimum, and it has a high ABV. So I had 3 of them. Well, the next day, I wasn't drunk or anything, but I felt like complete dog shit the next day. So I was like, yep, not going to do that anymore. And now I'm even on a stricter, what's the word I want to use? I was going to say diet, but it's not diet. Stricter guidelines because the gyms are back open. And that was a big cause of my depression. And the want back in the time of me wanting to take my life and just be fucked up all the time. And so I went back in yesterday for the first time. It was an incredible experience. And it's, for me, it works. And I had a huge fear that everyone around me that was close to me was going to fucking say, hey, kick rocks, man. Bye. Lying piece of shit. Like that's the shit that I make up in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really good at convincing myself of that. Even when I've been shown time and time again by you two gentlemen that that's not the case. That's just how powerful my mind is. And it feels good to be able to be open, and because to me, it's all relative in my opinion. It's all perspective. And I choose to still say I'm in recovery because I don't fuck around with drugs anymore. And that's my take on it. And that's okay if no one wants to or has a difference of opinion. That's completely fine. But that's how I view it. Because drugs was my main thing. Drugs and liquor. That whiskey and fucking heroin or pills. That was my bread and butter. Yeah. I saw you shake your head a little bit when I said that. What's your opinion?
Well, no, isn't that what Jeff told you in the beginning?
Yep.
If you're staying true to yourself,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So I think my biggest concern when it comes to you in that is, well, first off, I'm proud of you. And I think you said that all really well.
Thank you.
But my biggest concern with you is what is shaping up to be a pattern. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because this isn't the first time that you've been like, nah, I got it. You know?
Well,
So I guess as your friend who obviously gives no fucks about you, period.
right.
What can I do to support you to make sure you don't cross over the line?
Accountability is definitely, I'm just trying to think of how you can hold me accountable.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be at your house every day. I live like an hour and a half away
Yeah.
from you.
I know you're in New Mexico, so
Yeah.
fuck, man, that's a good.
But do you understand
No, I know
why I think
yeah.
that's a big deal?
Absolutely, it's like the boy who cried wolf.
Right.
Absolutely, I agree. And my only response to this, and exactly because Desiree has the same feelings as well, and we've talked about it, and she appreciates that I'm being open and honest about it. My response is, time's gonna tell.
Right.
I'm not gonna blow smoke up anybody's ass. I'm not gonna try to sit here and justify it. It's just what I'm doing right now. Today it's working.
Well, so I'm going to call you out on some shit.
Go for it.
Because, I mean, you already admitted that you were afraid to talk to us and tell us, and then some other people. But this is like the second or third time I've had to find some shit out through your fiance. And then she wasn't even trying to dime you out this last time. She was just like, no, this is life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That chaps my ass more than anything.
Right. When we talked about that.
Yep. So what's to stop you from not lying, but from withholding truth if shit hits the fan again?
Again, time.
Okay.
There's no response I can give. I'm not going to sit here and try to, because I don't want to lie about it.
Okay.
Like that, because that's shit I've done all the time. I want to just, like I said, today I'm good. Right now I'm fine. Not fine. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm not great. I'm not, down. I'm good.
I just need to vocalize.
No, that's the whole point of this show, dude. If I got hurt or if my feelings got hurt, we wouldn't be friends and we wouldn't have the show.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I just need to vocalize my
Yeah,
frustration.
absolutely.
And we have it where it'll be on a record forever.
Yeah.
So,
Like, well, dude, that's why I love so much about that show, Generation Kill.
Yeah.
All right, so me, Ryan, and Jake were talking about this show called Generation Kill. It's on HBO. My brother told me about it. I'm a really big fanatic of military movies. I unfortunately was not in the military. I wish I would have been. So this show, Generation Kills, is fucking incredible. And what's so great about the Marines is doesn't matter what color, creed, religion, whatever. Like, there is some racist shit being said on that show, but then when shit hit the fan, they're right there fucking protecting each other. You know, it's that brotherhood. It's just, what's that saying? If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen or something like that?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's the whole point of the show. I mean, this show would be boring, dude, if we just agreed on everything.
Well, so I said something about this the other day, and I completely understand and agree with the wanting and needing for systematic racism to end. But what I miss 1,000% about being just a regular Joe Schmuck grunt in the barracks was just we had a dude that was a straight up illegal Mexican. We had people from El Salvador and Peru and
Brazil.
Yeah, and then we had a guy that was no shit from the Ivory Coast, an African, a real one, like from the motherland. And then we had we had white folks from all over, black folks from all over, brown folks from all over, Asian people from all over, and we all just busted each other's balls so much about just like we picked the stereotype and then we just hammered it.
Yep.
And it was never malicious. It was like nothing was ever said out of being malicious. It was like, we're doing all this shit and it sucks together. Let's, I don't know, say the worst shit we could possibly say to each other and laugh about it.
Yep.
And I have never, that was my introduction to a multiple cultural environment. Was a bunch of just angry dudes that sometimes had to see each other's dicks.
Yep.
And so I mean, there's so when I got out of the Marine Corps, there was a lot of shit I was just ignorant about because, like I said, that was my first real big experience to a multicultural environment. And like, what do you mean you can't just say stuff like this to folks?
It sounds a lot like small town high school moving to a big city for college.
It's a lot like that.
To where you just say stuff. Oh.
Wait, I can't say that?
And I was reading something about like how the military is used as like a classist thing for, cheap labor, essentially.
Okay.
I can see that.
And, the people that I either know or have known that, were essentially criminals and used the military as a means to either reduce or eliminate their sentence. So it's like the pool of people that you had to choose from isn't like the elite. It's like a trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a course, discipline, grit, all of the things that encompass a soldier, but the emotional maturity is like put on pause, and you're actually kind of encouraged to, like you said, to do the animalistic things in the opposite direction. So when you do return to civilian life, you're kind of handcuffed to where it's like you've been used to the locker room talk.
Yeah.
And then you go out and then you're just talking like you are in the locker room, but in like church essentially. And you're just like, hey. So, yeah, that's definitely, and it's during the time of your life when partying is essential. Partying is there's urgency placed in partying and being wild, and because you're kind of like at that crest of becoming an adult and having responsibility to where you can kind of eke out the good times while you're there. It reminds me of like a cruise boat. Like you act. There's like a staycation, and then there's a vacation where you go out and you act buck wild because you're never gonna see those people again.
Right.
That's like the military, because you can do that. You can go balls to the wall, and it's encouraged. Because the alternative is you're empathetic, and then some motherfucker who doesn't care tells this kid, "Hey, go take advantage of this nice soldier," and then pow. So there is complete reasoning behind it all.
Oh yeah. No. In the show, there's this character named Tromley, and he is a sadistic fuck, dude.
Tromley.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like,
it sounds like he has a strong jaw.
he actually does. Yeah, it's very defined.
Tromley.
But
amazing.
He's a gunner, holds a saw, and so he bitches and complains because the whole show, the premise of it is the first wave of Marines going into Iraq in 2003.
Okay.
And so the battalion that they're a part of is Marine Reconnaissance. And the whole job of Marine Reconnaissance is to do recon, to make sure everything's good to go. Well, all these reconnaissance guys are being put on bullshit missions and being put on the Humvees and whatnot. This character Tromley is bitching and complaining because there's a reporter that's traveling around with them from Rolling Stone, and he's like, "Man, I didn't get to shoot anybody. Can I shoot a dog? Like, just like sick fuck, dude." And then he kills 2 kids, nothing, like, and doesn't smile. Like, he's just very monotone the entire time.
Yeah.
But within, like how you guys were just saying, he's first looked at as a piece of shit, but then does this crazy ass stunt and saves 4 guys. And then he's rewarded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's wild, dude, how the military works.
The crazy ass stunt he did was he jumped up on top of the truck where the Mark 19 machine gun was, which is the machine gun grenade launcher.
Hold on. Let me make sure I get that eyebrow raise. He got perky when you mentioned that.
Well, let's just say that this bullet will like chop you in half.
No. It's not a bullet.
Oh
no, it's a grenade.
But I saw like flashes coming through. Those are grenades.
The Mark 19.
Holy shit!
5mm grenades.
God damn. Yeah, and he was just standing there, like all the crew were like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "I just wanted to see what it felt like to get shot." But you're in that environment, man. Like the staff or the sergeant major, Jack, Jesus. Wow, that Jake was just saying. He fucking says that the reason why. Hey Jack. The reason why they get rationed on all of their like food and supplies and batteries and all that shit is to keep them pissed off. It's because that way they make a better warrior if they're all like soft and
agitated,
comfortable.
Sure.
Yeah, they wouldn't be good warriors.
Which means that when they're chilling in their house after everything,
Right.
and then they're watching a show that has loud bang booms, or somebody shoots firecrackers outside,
Yep.
right back in that mode. Man, yikes.
Well, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Is his name Minion?
Looks like minimum. Oh, this fucking turd sandwich can't even load it right. What's going on?
And they fired those at people?
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Can you hear the booms in the back?
Oh, yeah. Damn.
And that all cost how much?
Who gives a shit?
The average cost for one soldier is $1 million. The price for one tank is $5 million.
I turned it down.
Yeah, I turned it off. Oh, Dad, what the you piece of doo-doo butter? Oh yeah, I'm streaming. Apologize.
You just pulled a Paul.
It's okay. He's got a war boner real quick.
Yeah. So the reporter's shaking right after a shootout, and Tromley, the fucking psycho, he looks at the reporter and goes, they say in a situation like this, you shake really bad from adrenaline. And the reporter looks at him and he's like, does that happen to you? He's like, no, I get wood.
I hope he gets that. I hope he gets something out of that. Man.
It's oh my God, that show is incredible. It really is.
It's a good show. It's for sure a good show. No, but Mark 19s are great.
Yeah, no kidding, man. How do I get one of those?
You don't. The federal government decided that automatic weapons in the hands of everyday citizens was not a good idea.
Huh. Okay.
It's a violation of your Second Amendment, technically. I'm not going to get into it.
Oh, gentlemen.
But yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude. Thank you for, I don't want to say coming clean, but coming clean, I guess. Yeah. You know?
Sorry, I just heard coming. I know. Yeah, let's hear it. No, I guess I would say thank you for accepting me.
Well,
That's always been an issue that, we're actually like really diving into that right now with my therapist.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to my appointment on Thursday. We're going to be getting to some deep shit with my parents that I'm not looking forward to.
I have a question.
What's up?
Excuse me. You say you're fearful
Yes.
of having these conversations.
Yes.
Have you ever in your time on this planet had this conversation with someone you entrusted and it backfired?
Yes.
Who is that person?
There's been a couple of people, one of which was a guy named Mike Kenny back in the day. I thought he was one of my best friends, and I had a really bad image problem on my legs. You can kind of see it now with my legs shaved. See oh, there you go. See how it looks like scales?
Wait, why is your leg shaved?
Because I had a strip shaved right here for the tape for my knee, and it looked fucking retarded. And so I figured I might as well just shave both of them and then have the hair just grow back all together.
We have to go back and find a way to beep that, huh?
What?
What?
He said the R word.
What's the R word?
I did? Okay.
I'm trying to remember what I just said.
You can't use a disparaging remark against
Like someone with a learning disability.
You can't use a disparaging mark against people that are
Yeah.
differently abled.
Oh.
Just redact it.
I redact that.
You're gonna get our unmonetized channel demonetized.
You'll be all right. You'll be
Gotcha.
okay. You'll
Gotcha.
be okay. You didn't mean it. Yeah, I get
Well,
it.
anyways, it looks like I have scales on my legs. So in junior high, I got the nickname Reptile Boy. And when I say in junior high, about 80% of junior high called me Reptile Boy. Well, I had a really big issue with this. Mike knew that. Well, we were in a group of friends, and they were more his friends than mine. I just was associating through him. And he started making fun of it. And it was like, hey, show him your legs. And that fucking killed me. It's like, fuck you, man, for doing that. I know it sounds stupid now.
No.
It really does.
Hold on. Me laughing is not in any way invalidating what you just said. Let me make that very clear. I think it's funny that someone would use that like disparagingly.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
So,
Well, because he was fat.
yeah, so the common denominator is when people are assholes to you, especially unabated, it's the insecurity, right? So that first big thing was from an asshole.
Yep.
And what's the other one?
Fuck.
If you don't want to talk about it, just
No. I'm just trying to remember.
summarize or give me a wink or to say.
No.
I think didn't you have a
Off
best friend
limits
at one
or-
point that like I don't know stole your wife or something?
Oh God. Well, yeah.
No. There's something else. There's something else. He's thinking of something else.
No.
specific.
Yeah. No. Something else. Fuck.
You can take time. I put you on the spot, but
No.
what I'm just saying is, like, I'm trying to find a pattern because odds are the common denominator is these people are insecure, and so they use it against you to make themselves feel.
Oh,
better.
I experienced that from 7th grade all the way until between my junior and senior year when
Right. So what I want you to understand is you going into this meeting or this therapy session that you're not looking forward to,
Right.
flip that, dude. Fear is the threshold, and your fear is based off of ignorance. It's off of the ignorance of the other parties, right? You're going into the exact same situation with someone who wants nothing but the best for you.
True.
You can't go into it with the same mindset. You can't.
That's a good point.
It makes zero sense to. So you need to go into it.
Well, I'm not going to get as much out of it if I do.
No, I'm just saying you. But what
no,
you said was, this is gonna suck.
Yep. No.
Like you're not, and I get, and ripping off that Band-Aid is never gonna be fun.
No.
But I think if you just go into it with that, and like he said, I just want to say it so it's out there, so you hear it, so you know, so your muscle memory engages, and you go, here it is.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's
as opposed to going, here it is.
Right. No, that's my point.
That
Like,
comes across completely different,
Absolutely.
and I guarantee you, your therapist will get that, and then they'll
have breakthroughs.
I wish I could be a fly on wall.
Right.
See that, bro. I wish I could see that, dude. Because of all the shit I don't get to see when you don't reach out.
Right.
The shit you're working on. Right. I want to see you have that openness because, like, it's just so. It's so enlightening, man. It's like it's freeing.
It is.
So I'm excited for you. That's what I'm. So as much trepidation as you have for this next session, I'm excited.
No, and you got me
Fuck
excited.
that,
dude.
bro.
That's
I'm excited. I'm excited. Bro.
That's great, dude. That's a great perspective. Thank you for sharing that with me.
Like that's just off
Because
top.
now that's gonna make my experience that much better.
Yeah, and I mean, you just have to think about the people who don't have that privilege, bro. Who don't have the ability to get their mental health checked out
And paid for.
Get their script balanced.
Yeah.
Not to just throw drugs at them to appease a quota, to appease an investor, right? Like you're going into it having gone through the fucking thick of it, dude. And you have a support system in Dez and in your and us and in your family. Like, bro, dive headfirst in that shit.
Appreciate that.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
That's that Chadwick energy, bro.
There-
No excuse.
Yeah.
There's no excuse to make yourself best.
Nope.
No excuse.
I like that. Thank you for putting it that way. Appreciate you, sir.
Have fun, bro.
I love you.
I love you too, man.
Hey!
See how it
got
works?
it!
See how it works when that openness happens, bro? You feel how that works?
Yeah, it's got me all sweaty,
Yeah.
dude.
It's just fucking natural because there's no bullshit. There's no wall.
Yep.
There's no need for fucking scales. Whatever the fuck that is, dude. Like that's horseshit. That's horseshit. Have you guys watched Cobra Kai?
Dude,
have not
okay,
yet.
my brother said it's incredible.
It's corny.
Right. No,
Yeah.
he said it's
I
funny
heard
as
good
shit.
things when the season 1 first came out on YouTube, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking pay
Yeah.
YouTube.
That
to
was
watch
my
it.
thing
No,
too.
it's on Netflix.
It's on
free.
Netflix now.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's corny, but it's nostalgic, right? And so he has a kid. There's no spoiler. It's been
No,
out.
it's his daughter that goes after.
No. His
Oh.
once Cobra Kai opens the dojo,
Mhm.
and they have, is that what it's called?
Cobra Kai. Yep.
Yeah, and so then they have the other students come in, and the kid with the clef.
Yep.
That's your clef.
Gotcha.
Let's find your mohawk. Flip that shit. That's what I'm talking about. Like just find those patterns to where you recognize that shit, and when you see it, it gives you goosebumps. It makes you sweat. You have a fucking visceral reaction to it because you don't have to think about it. It's your body telling you. It's your brain reacting and your body
Well, it's natural.
naturally. So you don't need a stimulant. That's how that feels without a stimulant, bro. How's that feel?
Feels great.
It feels
dude.
fucking
It does.
great.
I mean, I'm uncomfortable sweating, but
Yeah.
yeah, it does feel great.
I need to turn the AC
The
on.
open-
It's hot.
Okay, good. It's not just me.
We've been talking hot and fast.
Hell yeah, we have. This has been a fucking incredible episode. I'm actually looking at the camera.
You are. Now, I've actually been doing stuff that I've actually been wanting to do this whole time,
What's that?
like dropping tweets and stuff, and
Nice.
trying to promote the show.
Gotcha.
Doing that thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was 77.
It's not 77 in
Swear,
here.
and we have a direct on us. So yeah, bro, we're just talking a lot.
Wow.
That's what happens when you talk.
Yeah, no shit, and get down.
Instead of sit in your corner and stand up and play with your dick and shit. And
Oh, shit, dude. Hey, I got a question, though.
Yeah.
I'm a big movie buff.
Okay.
Like, love movies to death. I was super excited when I heard the theaters were opening back up.
Uh-huh.
What's your guys' take with the current status of what we're hearing online or on the news, everything? What's your feeling on it?
you ready?
Yeah,
I don't care.
gotcha. I was thinking you're going to say I don't give a shit, but
I've never been a theater guy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like I like going to theaters sometimes. It has to be like a special occasion or like a big movie, like something that I have to see it before I can
right.
stream it or something.
Yeah.
But whatever, man. And at this point, and at this fucking point in time with the COVID stuff and everything that's come out back and forth and still no one knows what the fuck they're doing because it's going to change tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. As long as my family is good, I don't give a shit. I had to take a fucking safety course and sign a goddamn safety waiver because there's a class that I have to take on campus this year. Great. Hooray. Super. I'm going to wear my mask. I'm going to sit far away from people. Not because I'm worried about me getting sick. I'm worried about my baby dying. I'm a big fan of that not happening, even though it's probably not going to happen. It's better safe than sorry, like Ryan's been saying this whole goddamn time.
Yep.
I just don't give a fuck anymore. I just want it all to be over. I'm just going to, and it's not me bending the knee, because I could give a fuck less what the federal government does. Who gives a shit? As long as my family's good, I don't give a fuck. There. God damn it. Ah!
Oh, and he has a 1-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And your lady's pregnant.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. Brittany, tell people you're pregnant. I'm tired of fucking not trying to.
How do I keep
That's
doing
twice
this?
now
How do I
you've done
keep
that.
doing this?
God damn it, woman.
Another week has passed. So what is going on? What do I keep missing?
Brittany, 3 people are going to see this fucking podcast, and it's going to blow up.
I will edit it out. 57 minutes.
No,
I've already
we're
got it.
enough.
I've already
No.
put it down there.
We're going to leave it in.
But you have no reason to go to the movie theater right now.
No.
That's what I was trying to get to.
No.
You have too many reasons to ruin the experience.
The last movie I went and saw in theater was The Force Awakens.
Whoa.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
2009?
10, I thought.
No.
9?
No.
13, 14, 15?
Yeah, no.
Recently.
I was in Pflugerville still. It was at the Alamo House.
Pflugerville starts with a P. Did you know that?
Oh.
And it's PF. It's not even PH.
Pflugerville.
Pflugerville.
So real estate.
I went with
what real estate does for you.
I went with my boy Jeremy Lyrock, and that was the last
That was
movie.
the last movie you went and saw?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
And then guess what? I still haven't watched that last piece of shit, the Last Skywalker or whatever.
There's been another one, I think.
Yeah, that's the Last Skywalker.
Oh, okay.
I still have not watched it all the way through. I got too pissed off and I turned it off and walked away.
Yeah, I heard a lot of bad things about that.
Dude,
from the
they
true
shit
fans.
all over the franchise, man. And then
That's what happens when Disney takes over.
if you
dude.
look up the definition of what a Mary Sue character is, it's what they made this Rey chick, man. And I'm all about strong female characters, but when you put a female character that is automatically great at everything, she has no flaws except she gets upset sometimes, and then she goes and kicks ass. Man,
Are you talking about? Oh my God, what's that mutant name?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, thank you, Captain Marvel.
same shit.
Yep.
It's the same energy I had with that Captain Marvel movie. Fuck that. Fuck that and fuck you. Give me something that like I want to get invested in. It's like, oh, she's gonna win. I don't want to watch that.
Yep.
Like show me her getting her ass kicked one time and learning from it. You know what I
They
mean?
did that pretty well in Wonder Woman, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Like
did.
she was definitely nobody to fuck with, but she definitely. I think that was the one thing that I noticed about DC when they did the Superman thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were like, oh, like they were fucking Superman up.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Woman got her ass kicked on early.
Yep.
Right. I agree. Like Captain Marvel, they felt untouchable.
Yep.
It felt like no matter what happened to them, they were gonna be okay.
The thing with the Captain Marvel movie, one, Brie Larson is. I can't.
I like her. I don't.
Yeah, I don't. mind her.
I can't get behind her. I think there's something about her face. She's miserable. She looks miserable all the time. She looks fucking miserable all the time.
All right, you don't like Brie? Go ahead
And
continue.
And the comic book was never good. No comic nerd was like, fuck yeah, I got all the Captain Marvels.
No.
You know? Because it was a character that was the strongest character ever that never lost.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're going to make a movie about that?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
All right. So he hasn't got. He has no motivation to go to the theater.
No,
I drove by on my way doing a job, and I saw a crowd, and I saw a lot of cars and blah 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 commotion. So for people who enjoy that, cool. Before all this hit, I felt like the technology at a movie theater doesn't supersede the experience of me watching it in DTS, Atmos, whatever, 7.1, in my living room, in my PJs, with whatever the fuck I want to eat on my 70-inch TV.
Yep.
In 4K. Like, it doesn't compete. It can't. It physically cannot because it's still a projector. IMAX is a different story. But the casual experience to me, on top of having young children,
Yep.
no motivation, none. The technology has not caught up with streaming. So in my opinion,
That's good. Yeah.
I have no desire to take time out of my day. It's like going to a sports event right now.
Yeah.
Why would I drive 45 minutes to go to Cardinal Stadium, deal with traffic, deal with money to park, money for the game, money for concessions, again, my kids, the drive back, all that time, or I could fucking wait the next day and DVR or watch it back on whatever service that does that, it chops all the commercials out. Rather do that, man. Sorry.
No, I'm right there with
Like
you.
fandom at one point, I'm at the game. I'm tailgating, all of that shit happened. Post-COVID, I have this energy. I could care less about a movie theater and on top of that, I could care even less to support them for the sake of tradition. You got to step up to the times. Who gave a shit about the music companies and CD makers? Where did you see the GoFundMe for the distribution channels of those giant factories that had all those pressing machines in them? Mm-hmm. No one gave a shit. Everyone was like, put that on my goddamn phone. Give it to me for 99 cents. Wait, 99 cents? And now it's $1.29. Now it's going to be whatever. And now you can get anything on your phone. I'm not paying to go to some giant building with other people, potentially get sick now, on top of bed bugs, because you can never be 100% sure who had the headrest before you.
True.
Like, I'm not a germaphobe, but this whole experience with COVID has given me more awareness to how I'm casually negligent with my hygiene.
No, I noticed that when we went to California this last week and we flew.
Yeah.
First thing that I noticed that was fucking weird, when we were literally coming up to scan our tickets, Des has a mask on, but it's got a vent. She gets stopped. Sorry, you can't come on the plane. Can't have that mask on. What do you mean? So you can't have that with the vent on. You have to go back and get a mask. And Des fucking lost it. And I was like, fucking grab it. I'll say it with the kids real quick. But literally, I don't have it with me. You wear a blue mask. Fucking sides are completely open. This is fully covering, and it's got a vent. Then we get onto the plane, and when we land, we were towards the back, so the whole front of the part of the plane was empty. So they're wiping down the seats. They're using the same fucking rag on all the seats. Not disposable paper towels, not disposable wipes. No, they're spraying, using the same fucking rag, just wiping it. Blew my mind. It's like, what the fuck's the point? Might as well not even fucking wipe it down.
Oh, yeah. You ever work in a kitchen?
No.
Okay, good.
I was a server.
Because you'll throw up then.
I remember working at Chi-Chi's, the Mexican restaurant, in the early 2000s, and I remember them. Then the movie Waiting came out.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, the accuracy.
Oh yeah.
it was maybe I'm confusing the dates. If I don't know when that movie came out, but I remember being at the restaurant and seeing them drop steak on the ground that had just been like mopped with sanitizer or the mop solution.
Oh, yeah.
And they pick it up and they shake it off. They pat it dry with the thing they wipe their sweat with. They pat it dry with that and then just give it a little extra seasoning and then put it on the plate. Oh yeah, give it a little dash and they put it on the plate, bro. Like I remember seeing that, and then I remember seeing the movie, and I was just like, I had your reaction, like my stomach turned. I was like, man, I saw that happen, and I gave 0 fucks. I didn't care. Man.
I worked at McDonald's.
Oh, I worked at Burger King. I worked at McDonald's. Yeah, it was.
So, food handlers are disgusting. Food cookers are disgusting. People are fucking disgusting.
You just
Paul, when you worked at the bar, how many times a night did you change your rag?
Or change the bottle tops, or take high-end scotch and pour it into the well fucking whiskey.
Yeah, you take the bottle opener that you use for everybody's beer. You don't wipe it off every time. There you go. So like again,
or you're grabbing ice, fucking up from the ice bin, thousands.
Wait, with your hands?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, again, how COVID has really showed us how casually negligent we all are with our hygiene.
But that's the on the flip side of that. You just literally brought it up in my head. If we've been doing that this whole time, why is COVID now so much different? Why is it so different now that we're so conscientious of washing our hands and doing all that when we haven't been doing that shit this whole time and never had outbreaks of this type of
No, people get
degree.
sick like this all the time.
Okay.
All of the time.
Yeah,
The reason why you get normal the way you when you have allergies is because you expose yourself to these things.
Right.
When I drop my kids off at daycare, it's a petri dish.
Oh yeah.
Like they have signs on the door like these are all the illnesses that are currently going around. And the way that I see my children play and then I multiply that times 10, get more kids, and you're like, Jesus.
Oh,
And then you think about a sporting event like we were talking about, and you think about the bathroom, all the different people that grab that door handle.
Yep.
You're just like, God.
Well, that's one thing. I do not touch any public door handles.
But the reason why it hasn't happened this bad is because, one, we haven't had an outbreak like this. We've had outbreaks, but we had the prevention in place to hit it while it was coming to slow it down.
Right.
Right? This time we just said, it's fake. And then it just punched us all in the face. And so we're all, but from the beginning, it's been the same. Wear a mask, wash your hands, use sanitizer. It's very simple.
Do you think things are going to change when the election is over? Like, this is my thought. And I could be so far off, but I don't know why I just have this weird sixth sense that once I believe Trump's going to get it, once he's elected, that it's literally going to go from, oh my God, COVID to it was yesterday's news.
Maybe.
That's just because I think this has all been a part of from the Democratic Party to fucking mess up our. What are you guys looking at? Feel out of it. Let me know.
So The Rock's catchphrase, if you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Yes.
Josh Potter, he's a stand-up comedian. He goes, The Rock probably knew he had coronavirus when he couldn't smell what he was cooking. Has anyone done that yet?
It's pretty good. I like
It's
that.
pretty good, Ryan. You humorless fuck. Jesus Christ.
The timing is just, the urgency feels weird.
It just popped up. Sorry. Got.
This reminded me of my 2-year-old when my wife and I are talking and she doesn't like it. She wants to get in the middle of it. She does.
Hey, look at me. Look at me.
Mommy.
Lois.
Sorry,
mommy,
man, I don't mean
mommy.
it was clever.
I'm not showing you anything anymore.
It's clever. So you're not going to see movies? Jake's not. You will. You're for sure going to go see a movie.
Yes.
yeah.
Because there's 2 movies I really want to see, Tenet and New Mutants. I've been really waiting a long time.
I heard that New Mutants.
I've heard great reviews.
I've
about
heard
it.
an opinion from someone who is my cousin. He's 8 years younger than me,
Okay.
but he's very into cinema. in the arts, and he didn't care for it.
He didn't.
I just saw that recently in my timeline. I think this morning. So, heads up.
I follow a lot of nerds,
Right.
like comic book review,
Yeah.
movie review nerds. They said that they don't like
They
it.
were disappointed.
They were disappointed. Yeah. And then when it comes to Tenet, I watched a review today from a guy called The Critical Drinker. He's Scottish.
Okay.
His whole gimmick is he's drunk the whole time.
Got it.
Okay. His videos are hilarious. I indulge yourself if you have the time.
See, that sounds funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's great. He's fucking great. And he tears apart everything.
Yeah.
And like when he does like movies that he likes, and then like so it's not just a I shit on everything channel. It's like when something's good, he says it's good. When it's bad, it's bad.
So it's like the drunk version of Siskel and Ebert.
Except it's just this one guy from Scotland. And but he reviewed. I watched his Tenet review, and he said it was too all over the place.
Kind of like a Inception.
Well, yeah. Well, the guy who directed it did Inception.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, but he was saying like even though that's how he likes to shoot his movies, this one was too
much.
Yeah, and their whole
Christopher
Nolan.
Yep.
Yeah, and their whole time travel thing was too funky.
Too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
You watched The Umbrella Academy?
No, my daughter loves it though.
You? No. They jump around a lot in that show,
Yeah.
time wise. So if you're not paying attention, same thing. So how do you feel then if you go to see a movie at the theater now and it's not up to par? Like, will you complain to try to get your money back? Like, how does that work? Because I would be extra disappointed if I did all of that and then the movie was not great.
Yeah, I would too. And this is the only reason, because you brought up a very good point about staying home. You're not going to get a better experience.
Yeah.
Me too. I just got a brand new 75-inch TV because Jake and Dez broke my TV. And no.
Those are the eyes of no concern.
None.
Zero.
But yeah, we got a new
I
sound.
put that fucking thing in there like I was carrying my kid. So I don't know what happened.
You see what happens when you do favors for people
Right.
who don't reach out to you
Jesus.
for the service you provide.
Well, I mean,
That is insured.
kind of like when that dude left that burner on.
Anyway, you were saying, good point, 4K, 75-inch TV.
Yeah, dude, and sound system and everything. Like, I would rather watch a movie at home.
Just lassoing conversations.
Look at Ryan, grabbing the ADD kids. Like, come on, no, class is over here.
He's our mediator.
I'm like,
Dude, I even took my second dose of Adderall. I was like, we're gonna be fine. I'm gonna focus.
No, man, I think this is why I need. That makes me necessary.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel part of the show. Like,
You've always
without
been
being part of the
necessary.
show.
Jesus.
But like my justification, literally right now, only is to I'll be able to watch a movie almost the same size as my TV, and B, it's going to be a cheaper price because if you were to rent a movie at home right now, it's like $16. Where with MUFG, I can get movie tickets for $7.50 or $8.50.
A piece.
Correct.
So you spend.
Motherfucker.
Good. No. Okay, let's wait. No. Let's keep going. What was the first price? $16.
14.
$16.99 online.
$15.99.
$15.99 online. $16. $8.50 a piece.
$17.
$17. So you're already plus one. The drink you spend how much?
Probably what, $6-7.
$8. Popcorn.
She gets popcorn. I get
Candy?
candy. Yep.
$25.
Probably say 30.
$30
Yeah.
for just snacks. Gas to get there.
Yep.
Gas back.
Yep.
$70?
Give or take.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Just want to make sure my math still works
Well,
correctly.
then fuck that, man. I'm gonna use that logic with this.
I am not a Debbie Downer in my advanced age. I swear to God.
No, not at all.
I've just learned how to become fiscally responsible. So I still have fun. I just don't do it recklessly like I could when I was 19.
Right. No, that's
all.
That's a great
That's all. I love sports. I love fucking sports. I'd rather be there to experience the actual game. However, the cost doesn't add up, especially if it's a free game on 3TV, bro.
Right.
I don't care about the Bears enough to go see them when they're here, let alone go to see the Cardinals just because. The last time I went, I got a voucher. So the whole thing,
yeah,
yeah.
we went,
So that was a
yeah.
hookup. So that was a special circumstance. We went once 2 years ago,
Yeah.
a year ago, and we've never gone to a game. We went to another game, and it was like years ago, probably. I don't remember, but yeah, the times in between is.
Yeah, that was last year.
No, man, just save that money.
Yeah, that's a great. Because that was our argument with King of Long Island. Or no, sorry, King of Staten Island. With Pete.
Oh, Pete Davidson.
Pete Grande.
No, Davidson.
Yeah.
I
see what you did there.
It's a great movie. Like funny as shit.
Thank
dude.
you. Next. All right, that's it. That's all the input I have for that. Sorry.
But yeah,
It was a good movie.
Oh, it was a
I got
great
bored. I turned
movie.
it off.
What?
It's like The Big Lebowski.
Oh, I love that movie.
I try to watch it and I go, what else could I possibly do?
Yeah, we just rented last night Irresistible and barely started it. 'Cause
Yeah.
that shit looks funny with Steve Carell and what's her name?
You know what was? What was that Andy Samberg movie that just came out? Palm Springs.
Yes. That was entertaining.
That movie is good.
It was entertaining.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
I like the girl in it. I don't remember her name.
I don't know her name either, but it was like a modern twist on Groundhog Day.
Yeah. It was clever.
Yeah.
It's called Palm Springs.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, he did
platform
a
is it
good
on?
job.
Hulu.
They worked well together. The supporting cast was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
It had J. Jonah Jameson in it, aka the farmer's insurance guy.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that chick looks familiar.
Probably because she's acted before.
Obviously. No, I'm gonna have to check this out. Watch on Hulu.
Oh, it's a. I found it very entertaining.
Okay.
We watched. It was a comedic take on The Purge.
Oh,
Vince Vaughn.
oh.
He's the.
You're talking about the one with Tiffany Haddish and
No.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty funny.
yeah, that's funny.
I haven't seen
The
that. one.
Oath.
Yeah.
No, it was called The Binge. Is what it's called, and it's like a teenager in high school movie that you'd only like when you're a teenager in high school.
Uh-huh.
But I could appreciate it because I'm a child.
Is it like Jeepers Creepers?
No.
It
No.
doesn't have that same when you were young. It's cool vibe, but now you watch it.
Oh,
you're
no,
like,
yeah,
Oh
like,
god, this is fucking.
This movie's horrible.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, like, but it was obviously like a play on,
Yeah.
but it was like made seriously, so it wasn't an obvious parody. So it was basically the premise of it is the United States has banned all drugs and alcohol except for 12 hours
On binge day.
on binge day.
Gotcha.
And once you're 18, you can partake in binge day. And most people have realized that because of they participate in binge day, it's not worth to take part in other binge days and to seek out
Yeah.
drugs throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Where did you watch that on?
I think it was Jesus. Brittany, are you on here? Woman.
Brittany!
Our constant fan. She's not even here.
So what are you trying to figure out?
I can't remember what platform we watched it on. I think it was Prime Video.
Prime. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Got 2 movies.
But yeah. It was obviously like Vince Vaughn overacting and
Like Vince Vaughn today, Vince Vaughn?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like he was playing the part of this high school principal that didn't want the kids to take part in this
Gotcha.
thing, and his daughter went to the school with the guy, and the guy sent text messages to her saying that he wanted to get her pregnant, and
Nice.
it was a autocorrect mistake, and
What was that movie with John Cena talking about him, where he was one of the parents?
Cock blockers.
Yes, that movie was funny,
was
dude.
funny as
that was
shit.
funny. Did
Yes.
you see it?
Watch. That's funny. Especially
John
as
Cena's
a
your guy?
parent.
huh?
John Cena's your guy.
To tell you the truth, I appreciate who John Cena is as a human being.
Oh, here it goes. Wait.
Uh-oh.
Where's that?
When he became like the Hulk Hogan of his era,
Mm-hmm.
and the act got old to me. I appreciate when he comes back, he does his one-off matches now, because he's still a big character. He's a big name, big guy, and he wrestles great.
Okay.
But he was on the top of the card for so long that I was just like, man,
So, but what about his acting chops?
I think he's great.
Okay.
Yeah,
You need to see this movie.
Yeah,
it's
it's
funny.
funny as
we went and
shit.
saw that. What was that movie where he was the wildlife firefighter?
Catching Fire.
Catching. Yeah, it was obviously a
That was
kids.
a
It was
cute
obviously
movie.
a kids movie, but it was a really good movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you'd appreciate Cockblockers being a father of a daughter.
18 girls. I have 18 girls.
It's a funny movie. What I enjoyed watching yesterday, but it was a trip. How when I watched it as a kid over and over, how incredible it was, and watching it last night was incredible.
Wait, watching
still.
what as a kid?
Movie that I'm about to say is Top Gun. It's a fantastic movie.
That's
but
my parents' first date.
the corniness when you're an adult now and seeing it, it's a little there. I saw the trailer for the sequel. Bro, the CGI in this shit with the jets, ooh, got a little bit of a boner. Check it out. It's fucking
I
incredible.
don't like how you sitting like that, saying you got it.
I'm behind it.
Yeah,
Dude,
right? Tuck in.
doing his McLovin. I got a boner.
What movie is it when he's like, it does two things when you tuck it up. Not only does it feel good,
It's super bad. Yeah. Always with the waistband tuck. Always go with the waistband tuck.
oh shit. Oh my god.
Man, thinking about that, dude, I haven't got a boner on accident in years.
Not as an adult.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were
no.
like, oh, she's hot. Remember, like back in the day,
Like,
she's hot. And you're
yeah.
like, what are you doing? Ugh. But now it's like, she's pretty.
Yeah.
Nothing. I know what? Nothing for you?
No, wrong one. Fuck. There it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
Right.
It's like, I'd rather not have to hide my boner in public.
Darn
you
it.
know?
Darn it. I don't get uncontrollable boners anymore.
Well, that's something too. I keep on. I'll
Speaking of swole.
I'll bring it up to Brittany every now and again. I was like, that boy's 6. You've got 4, 5, maybe 6 years. And I don't want to think about it. It's like, either do I, but this is reality.
Yep. That's why my son washes his own sheets now.
Yep.
I don't touch them.
Get ready for that water bill to increase.
Speaking of, those fuckers are supposed to come out and check our meter.
Are they gouging you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What happens when you live in the desert and in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, so I called them and I was like, "Why is my water bill $150?" And they went, "Well, you see, sir, you used 26,000 gallons." And I said, "No, I didn't. Like, we don't have any."
That's how big my pool is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a lot of
That's
fucking
a lot of
water.
fucking
yeah.
water.
I was like, "No, we did not." If you look over the past 4 months, this shit has gone on. We let it slide because we figured it was like I left the hose on in the backyard or something.
Once.
Yeah, and I said, now look, you go back to March, and we're at like 12,000, which still a lot of water, but I can see it.
Right.
And I said, now, customer service lady, ma'am, go back to July of 2019 and look at the 9,000 gallons of water we used in July of 2019 when it was also hot as fuck. Are you trying to tell me
Used almost 3 times.
we
that?
used almost 3 times the amount we used? And she's like, well, maybe your meter's broken. We'll have someone come out right away. And I was like, yeah, and we'll have them knock on the door to let you know. Okay.
So you don't think it's COVID related?
No.
You don't think you've been in the house way more than you would have?
No, it's not even that.
Not that much, dude. That's
Dude.
a lot.
No,
Bro.
I know.
Like-
But they've also been able to kind of dictate rates, right? So
But there's no way we use 26,000 gallons of
I
water.
am not-
If they would have flexed the price per
But
gallon,
are you
know what I mean?
are you averaging that amount every month?
No.
So what? You
Like-
said the last 3 months.
Yeah, they've been higher than normal, but it hadn't been no fucking 26,000.
Okay, so that's a significant jump month to month.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And was it? What the hell is the name of that utility company?
SRP.
SRP, APS,
That piece of shit.
Boondocks.
Oh, I know. Santan's got their own utility.
Johnson
shit.
Utilities
Yeah,
can
that's what it
fuck
is.
themselves, right?
Yeah. I hated that company, dude, when I lived out there.
Suck on a whole bag of dicks. The gross kind, not the one you'd enjoy. But like, you know, if you ever look at their track,
Speaking of swole.
if you ever look at that company's track record, they have a like
horrible reviews, dude.
they have a 1 star on Google reviews, which not good. They get sued at least 10 times a year. There's that, as you're driving into Santan, where you're crossing Queen Creek, and then there's that big lake.
Yeah.
They've had to drain it again because the sewage line that runs under it broke again. Like,
Jesus.
like they suck. They fucking suck.
Yeah, I was on hold yesterday with the fucking water company forever because our pressure just out of fucking nowhere dropped. I'm like, kid, something's got to be going on. Is there a break somewhere around in the city? And she asked if any of my neighbors are having this problem. I was like, I don't think so. And so she's like, well, did you check all the valves? I was like, no, I haven't done that yet. She's like, well, go check everything and then give us a call back. All right. First thing I do, go to the main water valve. It's off. The fuck? So I turn it on, go back inside the house. Water pressure's all good to go. Hey, Dez, are you playing around with the main water line at all? Well, yeah, I was trying to see if that was connected to the drip system. Why, did I turn it off? But you know that typically if you turn a knob to the right, you turn it off, and you turn left to open it? Yeah, I just thought, I'm like, you're extremely intelligent when it comes to this shit. You turned off our water. That's why we had no pressure. So I was on hold with the Mesa Water Company for 32 minutes for nothing.
Wait, you didn't troubleshoot beforehand?
Didn't think about it. Because why? Why would that be a thought?
For the very reason you described.
Well, see, like if we had that problem, I wouldn't have never in my wildest dreams would I be like, Brittany, turn the goddamn water off.
Exactly.
I would
never
never
thought that.
Yeah, because like,
Why? Why would you?
I'll tell you this as a audio engineer, signal flow is everything. So for all of this process to go from the mic, to go into here, then to go into the computer, then to go into our headphones, then to go out into Wi-Fi, right? There's a chain of events that has to happen in order for that to work perfectly. So if anything doesn't go right, you start at the source, and you work your way toward the spout, right? First thing I would have checked is the main line. And I would have go, hey, Dez, is this fucking turned off for a reason? And then we would go outside and go, oh, that's it. We're good. Call them next time if we have an issue. Moving on. Problem solved. Oh, that's all I'm saying is the way that I've been.
Right.
So if I can give you any nuggets tonight, have this one.
No, you're giving me great nuggets.
No. Dez, like you said, she's intelligent. She probably knows lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Right.
But she was your new homeowners, and you do things because you don't know what you're doing. Like you call me are you asking me about the pool pump?
Yep.
Like you didn't know that there are 10,000 kinds of different, Mm-hmm. So I was like, once you figure out what you have, then you'll know what you do. So I can't tell you over the phone or how to do that. I can give you a suggestion, but YouTube or find the serial number, find a model number, bam.
That's all
Someone
we
else
did.
has had that problem. You're good. But
I vote the name of this episode is Des Turned the Water Off.
damn. Wait. We're almost 2 hours in.
Hour and a half.
Oh,
Hour and a half, yeah.
We're an hour and a half in. Hour and 28 minutes. That's the episode. That's awesome.
I'm down.
Because she's the only one. She's like, I call Brittany out on this shit all the time, like out here. But like, Des always gets butthurt. Brittany never gets butthurt. She's like, like Des is like, why am I getting dragged into this? So I think we need to drag Des into this.
So I take care of the pool at the house.
Yeah.
So part of that process is keeping the water full. We have an issue with the back spout, so I have to take a line from the front all the way around. So I go out of the front door to turn it on, blah, blah, blah. So usually on my way out, when I do that, I'll stop, turn it off, get in my car, and go. I'm not the best at doing that because between the time of me executing lefty loosey so the water gets in the pool, I think of 8,000 other things, and then I go right up the front door and leave. And so then I'll remember in the middle of the day and go, hey, babe, did you turn the water off? That's me doing that. Like, I can do all of these other things well, and then I'll fucking... My dad, I get that from my dad. My dad's got a one-track mind, man. When he's got to do something, and then I'll put 8 things in my hand that I start walk out the door, and I'll completely forget about the one thing I know I need to do.
Yep.
So I do that with it. I do that with regularity. So my water bill is high because of me. If we do it, because I fuck her washing clothes all day, doing dishes, everything else. It's me leaving the water on in the pool. Like, she's had to turn it off. Like, she looks outside and she sees water cresting. She's like, oh, yeah. That's happened a few times.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
water. It's a lot of water. It's a lot of water. So it's happened. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, you're just like, God damn. But I do it too. So, Des, I'll eat crow with her tonight. That's
dude,
fine.
she probably did have 1,000 things going on in her mind.
Yeah.
That's her in a nutshell.
Yep. I sympathize.
I just like busting Des balls.
Yeah.
I like to too, but I like to give her credit when she deserves it.
Yep.
I agree.
And I deserve to go down in flames with her tonight.
I leave the hose on in
For the
back.
water pressure
I've
issue.
left the hose on the like. So the dogs, just because I have 18 dogs too.
Oh my God.
You know, like
Your compound's got to be something else.
That's
man.
great. All the chickens are dead. But anyway,
Wow. Wait. God. What happened with the chickens?
it's just too hot.
Okay.
Like, I mean, we
Are there guidelines like pets?
no, man. Listen, we tried to keep no, like
Are we gonna get hit by the fucking animal
PETA?
activists? Yeah,
Is
PETA.
Peter gonna have a shit show over this?
no, because we did everything we could. We got them set up with shade. We made sure that they were constantly being checked on. The coops was always being cleaned out. We made sure they had water all the time. And they just couldn't hack it.
Did you eat them?
No, you don't eat a bird. Okay. So if an animal dies
Mm-hmm.
of like not being killed, okay, you don't eat it
Why?
because its reason.
soul leaves the meat.
No. The reason why you can the reason why you can eat legitimate roadkill is because it didn't know it was going to die. Okay.
All right.
So when an animal doesn't know it is going to die, or it dies of an unnatural cause, its organs don't release the toxins into the meat.
Oh.
Okay. So if something dies of like a natural cause or something like, it's too hot, it's over, your body releases everything into the meat. So it's bad.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
That's why if you're out in the backyard and a perfectly healthy deer just, kind of keels over in your front yard, don't think, fuck yeah, venison. Think, Christ, I got to throw away 200 pounds or whatever,
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know exactly what you're
So, yeah, don't eat just dead animals.
saying. Interesting. Didn't know that.
Also, don't make a bonfire using newspaper. Whatever you cook on, it's gonna taste like fucking newspaper.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Didn't know
I
that.
learned that the hard way.
There's many chemicals in paper.
So many chemicals.
Yeah.
Like, I used to deliver paper, so I had a stack. I always had like leftover from the inserts or whatever, especially on Sundays, because those
Yep.
goddamn things. Oh my Lord. So we went camping one night, me and two of my buddies, and like we were like 17, 18. And so we went out and we were drinking in the woods, and we were gonna wake up and play paintball the next morning. And so we camped out, had a fucking cold front, and it was like 14 degrees, something stupid with the wind chill, and we're in the middle of a forest, and we're trying to like survive. And so we brought hot dogs and beer, and so we were just out there camping and listening to music or whatever. And so and everything was wet, so none of the wood would start, and so we used newspaper to try and get it to go. And we tried to eat newspaper cooked hot dogs. Don't do it.
I used to roll newspaper and smoke it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I thought it was I wanted to smoke a cigarette, but couldn't get any.
Did I ever tell you the dumbest thing I ever smoked?
Heyo. Now that we're sharing.
Like it wasn't drugs,
Uh-oh.
but it sure was stupid.
Were you high before you did this?
No, I was on post in the middle of the desert in Iraq, sitting in a post by myself. It was a metal chair, and the tube of the chair broke off the back leg, and it's just a metal tube.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I was like, I bet you I can use this to smoke something.
Heyo.
Like, what's up here? I wonder what gunpowder tastes like.
Smoked gunpowder.
I sure did.
Wow. How did that?
It hurt.
Yeah.
How's that?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. That's the dumbest thing I've ever smoked.
What prompted you to even do that?
It was like
Boredom?
3 a.m. I'm looking at open desert.
Did a move on
Just
Sunday.
forgot to put it
No,
away,
no,
huh?
no. And they had their washer and their dryer was part of the move. And so I pulled the washer, the dryer forward to disconnect the vent hose.
Yep.
And there's a giant glass bong chilling in the back corner. $3 bills hanging out on the ground. Dude, there was so much paraphernalia everywhere. Everywhere. Like this guy went ham.
He just
The night
forgot.
before.
He just forgot he had a bomb.
And he hired us to be there at 8 a.m. So we showed up, or we called ahead of time, and he's like, oh, man, yeah, I'll work on things. So he was boxing things. We had to break his bed down. We had to disconnect all of his appliances and shit. He has boxes and boxes of alcohol. He has moonshine that he, like, makes. It was so much alcohol.
Did you move my fire team leader? Jesus.
And he was bummed that we would move it. I was like, that's a liability, son. He has guns. He has gun safes. He has ammo. I was like, bro, that's all liability. So I have to so we did this move, and then I have to go back probably this weekend to get the rest of the stuff because he bit off way more than he could chew. And I said, this will allow you to prepare, get everything else done, and then, we'll move everything else. We'll just sign a special waiver to where something goes off. You'll take responsibility. So I'm moving it, but like I'm not gonna crowd it with a bunch of. He had like machinery to like. He was making glass and shit, like super fucking heavy shit. Like, yeah, it was interesting. He tipped us $89, so I was like, okay. But yeah, it was quite the fucking move. But yeah, they had fun, man, at that house. They had fun.
Craziest shit I ever came across when I was with Spencer's was a very, very, very attractive older woman. Probably say late 40s, early 50s. Looked really good.
Did he say very 3 times and then old and said 40?
Yeah.
No, I said late 40s, early 50s.
Okay. I'm thinking like 80s.
No.
Yeah.
And answered the door at 7:30 in the morning in a black teddy. And proceeded to show us where her dishwasher was. And decided that she needed to give us a show on top of it. And instead of crouching down to show us where the issue was, straight-legged at the hip. And me and my partner look at each other like, is this really going on right now? It's the weirdest thing that ever happened to me.
Are you going to share? You have anything to share on top of that?
Well,
I have a story about, how pedos are like front and center.
Mhm.
No, Aunt, real quick. I want to know if Paul fucked this chick.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right. So what, because if you had to guess, what percentage of pedophiles are men? Because
80?
Because women teachers, let's say the stereotype of women teachers who take advantage of their
True.
students.
Yeah, that's pedophilia.
They're considered pedophiles,
Mhm.
correct? Okay, so just off top, what do you think the balance is?
I would say still 80-20.
80-20?
Mm-mm. It'd probably be more like
60-40.
70-30.
Oh,
You
70-30?
think more?
I think women are more.
More?
Wow. Okay. Anyway, so just piggyback on your story. We lived in family housing at Indiana State University because we didn't have money. And so all the kids from all the parents who were working and going to school all day, we all hung out. And so none of us had money, but we all, figured out ways to have fun, pre-internet, pre all the cool stuff that kids get now. Yeah. And so there was one girl who we were friends with her. I think I was 13 at the time, 14. And our friend, she had an older brother and an older sister. And her older brother was like a year or two older than her. She was our age. And then the older sister was like 3 or 4 years. So she was like in her early 20s. Random ass fucking day. And you're talking about university, like Section 8 housing, essentially. And so it's not glamorous. And so we're going through and it smells like cultures. It smells like it smells multicultural.
Gotcha.
Let's just say that. And so from all the different seasonings, the different the different foods, and they're very distinct. And so we went down this hallway to get to their apartment. I remember the smell, man. I remember that fucking smell. And we go into her apartment, and she was always very nice, and their family was cool, whatever. I just remember she was top heavy. And we go in there to get our friend who's the girl. And we were like, hey, is she home? And she goes, no, but I'm here. And she turns around and she has a teddy on. And I'm like 13 or 14, and I'm just like, you want to talk about shock? I had no idea what I was like, what did I just walk into? And so I just remember that and thinking, now as an adult, what's the enjoyment? So when you were talking about like the crazy cat on the Netflix show, the war guy who like gets off, he got a boner, like a war boner. What gets that? Like, what is that thing? But I just remember experiencing that, and I remember running out of the apartment. Like it reminded me, because when you're that age, you look at Playboys and like you snuck around or whatever, and so it's like it wasn't like the shock of never seeing it before. I just never experienced it
in real life
from someone who I had no business seeing.
Right.
Like it wasn't like my friend's hot mom who I happened to see, and you're just like, oh, okay, because there's another story that I'll refrain from, but like with her, I didn't have any intentions of trying to see her, and then I saw it, and I was just like, and she was like approaching me, and I was just like, Gumby. I was gone, dude. And so I remember that shit. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, man, is that like, did she like do that? Was that like her thing? And that tripped me out. Or was it just me? Should I feel special?
Right.
That feels weird too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
So here's the reason, my reasoning behind why I said it's probably more women than guys.
Oh, you think it's 70% women, 30% guys?
Oh, shit.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, I thought it was opposite
Whoa.
And
Okay.
and here's why.
Explain, go for it.
Guys will get caught and punished way more.
Yeah.
Okay. Women, on the other hand, if they can convince a younger boy,
It's a score.
it's a score.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So how many guys
Didn't say anything.
that we know probably have hooked up with a mom, an aunt, an older sister,
Right.
a teacher, and it was but it was still statutory rape.
Yep.
Think about it.
Yeah, no, absolutely correct.
In 1999, men were the perpetrators in 96% of pedophilia, sexual assaults.
Well, and like convicted,
Well, I mean, just in the cases.
right?
Like, they're
Right.
saying that's
But
how we're
again,
at
but think about
4%.
how many-
But like think about it. Like
How many boys didn't say
yeah,
anything?
you see that teacher. That's the hot teacher in school, and she's like, Ryan. I'm into you."
I am not disagreeing with you.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, yes. However, the opposite side of that, out of embarrassment, how many of actual cases of whether it's boy, male, boy, whatever the ratio is, that just don't get reported based out of fear,
Well, there's a
all
shit.
of that.
There's a
Right.
shitload
So
of
what do you
that,
think is worse? You think more boys who get taken advantage of by women don't get reported, or just like pedophilia in general? Because I can tell you right now that there are teachers that I would not have ratted out on. I wouldn't have. Just wouldn't have. And it wouldn't have been like a thing of pride. It was just they were one of the most attractive things that I had seen at that time.
Right.
That was the first thing that I saw that was like, oh, shit. And they were in a place of authority, so they could have abused that, right?
Mhm.
And I can tell you right now, if they were done it the right way, in that mindset, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know what I would have done. It wouldn't have been bad for them, though. Tell you that. Tell you that.
I would have nutted and told everyone.
Oh yeah, that's me. That's me. Guys, guess what I did?
I fucked your mom, dude.
So those are the women who find out who that is because the boys shared, right? It was a conquest.
Yep.
I don't think girls do that. I think it's a
No,
shame.
hell no.
It's a shame
Absolutely.
situation. Yeah.
Well, and
Or it's like look at because like professors they want a better grade or whatever, then it's like, so you can hook up with this. Is he their
I've
targets?
seen lots of those movies.
Right.
Yeah.
So their targets, like there's so many different aspects of this. So the spectrum is wide, but it's like the majority of it, what makes the headlines, all that shit. I just think I think that's a very distinction. That's an important distinction is guys will think of it as like a trophy, and it won't be the same thing on the other end. But,
Right. It's definitely not the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, another thing too, I would think is there's a lot more emotions involved with women. So, for example, let's say on the female teacher side to a boy student, if that female teacher stops, the boy's not going to be like, he may be butthurt for a second, but if you turn it and you got a male teacher with a female student,
no, not at a young age, dude.
she's going to fucking lose and
No,
tell
not at
everybody and say it was
I
rape.
disagree.
No.
I disagree. Young boys with mature women, bro. That's like bucket list for some people.
Right.
That's the equivalent of that. Like, no, man, they would be devastated.
But they're not going to go around at that point in time.
You wouldn't.
Okay.
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying? You know
I
what
agree
I'm
with
saying?
you.
Like
I
how-
wouldn't either.
Right.
However, I know that there are other people that it would That's like some Carrie shit. That's like some. That's that level of school shooter shit. I could very easily see some young cat getting butthurt over a teacher who does not look bad and liked him. They had an entanglement, and then he got butthurt and then lit the school up. That doesn't sound improbable
No, it doesn't.
at all. Like I could totally, I could see that happening with a boy way more than a girl.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't see a girl lighting up the school because of him. She'll fuck him up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's
okay.
what I'm getting
Yeah,
at. It's
okay.
not if the female gets hurt, she's gonna go and say, "Hey, he raped me." If the boy gets hurt, he's not gonna go, "Hey, she raped me." Know what I mean?
He'll, well, it depends on the person.
True.
Yeah.
I just feel it'd be more
in
probable
general,
a
yeah.
woman would do that.
I agree. I think that, it's tough, man.
So I'm like you, dude. If a teacher hit on me, shit, I ain't saying fucking nothing to the police. I'm gonna tell all my friends though.
Nah, man, no way.
Mum's the word.
Oh, man.
How long have we been going?
9 years.
9 years.
It's been 1 hour and 47 minutes.
Nice.
But anyway, yeah. Shout out to your home state. Fucking garbage. If that governor knows anything is good for him, he'll
Newsom
fucking.
is a fucking retard.
He better
I'm sorry,
fucking. He
but-
better veto
Yeah.
that shit. He better veto that shit.
But what are we talking about?
Jacob.
I'll pull it up because I want to read the
Oh, no,
actual.
my parents are fucking livid with him. That's what you get for a liberal state.
I want to read this.
What do you mean, man?
Governor Newsom's a fucking idiot. DC's not much better though.
What does it have to do with?
Pedophilia.
Okay.
Pedophilia, yeah.
So it's like some stupid that does is it some
It's a law.
it's something
Or-
that doesn't make sense.
Well,
Or
it's
a bill.
it's a bill that
Yeah.
has passed, but it better get shot the fuck down
Why did it pass?
because
No. Let's start there. Newsom is the checks and balances, right? So he's at the threshold. It has to pass. If it passes, then he has the chance to veto it, right?
I thought
Is that
it
what
has
you
to
just
get
said?
Vetoed at the Senate level.
No. Hold on. You said that he needs to veto a bill that got passed.
No. He is going for that.
He's
to go.
introducing the bill.
Correct. Right.
wait, no,
Then I don't know what you're talking about.
dude, hang on, I gotta fucking find this guy.
Because if the legislature passed something that then he has to strike down, that's a different story. Because that's a whole lot of other people who are okay with that.
So is that how it works? So the governor has the ability to go
Anybody in
against-
legislature can put together a bill and introduce it. It has to get support in order to make any movement. But if a bill gets passed, that's not just something a governor can just do, right?
I don't know. I don't know anything about politics, to be honest. And I don't.
Well, you guys brought it up, so I'm just asking because
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't.
I want to know now.
I don't know. I know California is on fire.
Dude, it's worse than 18.
So what I've read is the tribes the indigenous tribes, the indigenous peoples of the United States, they would do healthy burns to control vegetation.
Correct.
And so,
because ash has a lot of nutrients.
sure. And so there was a cycle that it was purposeful, that once colonization happened, that everything got pushed west. And so when you limit, when you limit things, so instead of continuing that practice, they stopped it. And so now when the wildfires happen, they're super big. Apparently that never used to happen. And so now people are saying, oh, maybe we should go.
Yep. Going back to the controlled burnings.
Bonkers. Somebody made money off of that somehow.
Oh, dude.
It didn't happen for no reason.
It's sad, dude.
Where are you going? What's going on right now?
I know the person who posted the article first, so I'm trying to find it.
Oh, dude. So the water parks are back open? You still no go on that either? Because there's a really cool thing that Sunsplash is doing right now. It's called a night swim or something like that. You go at like 4:30 or 5 and you do a night swim in putt-putt golf, and it's like $26.
So the law, SB 145, lowers the penalties for adults who have sex with willing same-sex minors, which is not a fucking thing. A judge can decide if the adult has to register as a sex offender if the rapist is younger than 10 years older.
What?
I think there's a typo. If the rapist...
If the rapist is... if the rapee is younger than...
Okay.
Is not more than 10 years older than the victim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is not more than...
Yeah, so I'm 20.
Yep.
You're 12.
Wait, that's real?
That's real.
The other one. SB 132, giving male inmates the legal right to live in women's prisons if they claim a feminine gender identity. Introduced by Senator Scott
Wiener.
Yeah.
That's trans women can be held in women's prisons rather than men's prisons. That's what that says. But
So wait. Go back. You said that willing same-sex minors. I would just describe being a willing same-sex minor with my hot teacher. That's a real thing.
No,
right.
No,
but
same sex.
No.
I'm sorry.
Right? You said same.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it said same sex.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry. Wow, why is it got to be?
Yeah, why is it only referred to that? That's fucking weird. I mean, the whole thing is weird, but
So I have heard this, and it's not my life, so I can't confirm or deny it's true. But from what I understand, and have heard from multiple gay men, was they discovered their sexuality through an older man. I've heard that multiple times.
okay.
So a lot
Like they discovered that they were gay
or it's like
by
they,
having that experience.
and they liked guys, and the guy that showed them that that it was okay to like guys was a guy that was
much older. Gotcha. All right.
So
Makes sense.
Well, and what's wrong with that?
if I'm 16 and you're 32,
Right.
and you're like, so you like guys, huh?
No.
You like this dick?
Okay. No. Wait. Those people who told you they learned about it from an older man, did they have relations with those people?
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Yeah.
Much older.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
No, I'm just trying to figure out the.
Yeah, it was always like the minor was taught by the not minor,
Correct.
Okay.
and yeah. So that was the
So does that have them questioning their their preference?
what do you mean?
Them being gay? Do they question being gay now because of it being an older?
No, I think
man? I'm just trying to. I'm trying to connect the dots.
so. I think it's them saying that it's
Like they wouldn't have been gay if an
no.
older. Okay, yeah,
No.
that's what.
No.
Okay.
no. That's not what I'm saying at all.
I'm trying to make sure the articulation
I'm
is
a
there.
big believer in people are just born that way, and that's how they fucking roll. All right. But
You didn't say retard, man.
yeah, I know.
Let's
but-
just say that. Like, I'm just trying to find the provocative part of it, I guess, because like the same sex thing seems weird. It should
That's-
just
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be a
Okay,
thing. But
okay.
this whole law shouldn't be.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
Pedophilia is.
So
hands
how does
down.
that differ from like the Catholic Church? Because like
I was just about to
them
ask
all,
that.
they all were clearly plus
Yep.
10, right? Clearly plus 10 years. And did they have to register? Did the judge get to decide whether they were
No,
pedos
because it's
or
all
not?
done
Yeah.
in house.
everything was all cleared? And so like,
Not clear. It's just swept. Like, have you ever seen that movie with Mark Ruffalo?
yes,
Oh my
the newspaper
god.
movie.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, it's gross.
The fucking.
So yeah, like I wanted to make sure we got that the detail in there. I don't want you
That's
to
incredible.
come across as
Oh, dude, I gotta ask my dad about that. His frame of thinking is extremely conservative and old school.
Yeah.
Where men are men, women are women, kind of thing. Like
yeah.
there shouldn't be gay. Like very old school. So I'm gonna
I
bring
don't know
up
what that
this
means. Like that doesn't
old
mean
school
anything
frame
to
of
me.
thinking.
That just means that you haven't grown.
Correct.
Like that's like, and no disrespect to your
No,
dad.
none. I love my
Like,
father to death. He's
it's
just
just-
stuck in his ways.
It just feels very unusual that you use, or that people use them choosing not to learn gives them the
Justification.
authority, the reasoning behind
Yep.
their simple mindedness.
Correct.
Like my mom posts shit, I'm just like, man, for real. And she's been doing it with regularity recently. I'm just like, the whole Trump Biden thing, I guess, is really just getting under her skin. She can't help herself. She likes the police a lot.
Dude, that's all. The whole weekend was either COVID or politics.
Yeah.
The whole weekend with my family.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
It'll be very interesting if Biden becomes president because he'll be president for maybe 6 months, be declared incompetent, and then Harris will come right on in.
What? Why would he be declared incompetent after the barometer that Trump sent? How do you show you're less competent than
No,
Trump?
I'm just saying they will declare him because he's that fucking stupid.
Oh, okay. That's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
Gotcha.
Correct.
Okay. Interesting.
And I'll be very, 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 very scared.
Are you supporting Joe Jorgensen?
Paul doesn't know who George Jorgensen is.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know
okay,
who that
just
is.
kidding.
Thank you.
Paul doesn't read.
We'll let Paul give you the business, the wherewithal after.
Yeah,
He's very up to speed with what's going on.
I'll show you the way.
Okay.
He's
Thank
very
you.
up to speed.
No, actually, I was looking at her polling statistics, like the polls that aren't being used in the debates,
Sure.
and she carries high 30s in every debate she's in.
Okay.
So they only use polls that she's not in to qualify for the debates, just to game the game.
Yeah.
If she had a chance to get out and fucking talk to people, and she could tell people who the fuck she was, it'd be over for both these dumb fucks. It's fucking duopoly. Anyway,
That's how supremacy works. You control the rules, and so you make it very difficult or impossible for your opposition to play on the level playing field.
Mm-hmm.
Bootstraps. Bootstraps.
well, see,
Anyone?
well, the thing is, and I've talked about it, but the Libertarian Party makes gains every time. And it's going to get to a point where they're just not undeniable. And every time I see a Libertarian candidate running for any position of government, first I look into them because I'm not going to just back a dude
Yeah.
or person.
Did you see the post that I sent you?
Which one?
Where Trump was talking bad about the Libertarian Party?
Oh, yeah. And he was like, I'm mostly libertarian. And it's like,
I
yeah,
want to know how that sat with you.
it didn't sit well.
I didn't get a response. So I was like, okay, I guess he didn't see it.
No, like,
Because I haven't heard him say that until now.
yeah.
That
Well-
there's a bump in her
because
direction.
there was a
Because up to this point, you haven't been enough of a distraction for their attention.
right.
So now
Now he's like,
the home stretch,
but now he's like, oh, well, if Gary Johnson hadn't taken my votes, I would have won the popular vote.
the summation of what he was saying is libertarians stop wasting your vote and vote for me.
Pretty much is what he said.
Okay. I want to make sure that I got the same message.
Yeah. And then every libertarian went, aren't you the guy that like spent $27 trillion in 3 years? It's like the least libertarian thing ever. So go fuck yourself.
Who's the nominee for the Libertarian Party?
Dr. Joe Jorgensen, who is a doctor of psychology at Clemson University.
Hence why you asked about George Jorgensen. Got it.
We're all here today.
She is the libertarian candidate for president.
Oh, she. Oh. Okay.
She is
a
a
badass.
fucking
Jake is endorsing
She
the female.
she is a fucking bamf, dude.
Does she even have a chance?
If people could fucking see her, if we can get folks that have never heard her name before to hear her name and hear her platform. Here, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna text you right now, Paulito.
Do it.
You're not a lobbyist for the Libertarian Party, correct?
I am not, but I am a donator to the campaign.
Oh, okay. You are a monetary supporter.
I am.
Gotcha.
Now, this is her website.
Okay.
If you click on it, go to the little scrolly bar thing, and go to issues.
Let's get Paul's live reaction to that video.
Okay.
See if he gets riled up to check her out. Because that's the discussion I've been having with Jake regarding her is kudos for her being nominated. She has been officially nominated, correct?
Yep, she's on the ballot in all 50 states, and we're working on Washington D.C.
And so I don't discredit her viability in the proceedings, but I just asked, where is she? Because she's not provoking a response to where people like me who aren't for either any of parties, but is open-minded and would like to hear anybody's opinion.
Right.
Now, Paul, if you click this link, it'll take you to a video.
I'm on issues right now.
I know,
But he's sending you the actual video
Oh,
clip.
yeah. So if you click that,
So let's give you the beautiful close-up you deserve,
you can go ahead and turn that up as loud as you want.
and let's see how you
Do I
react.
click on the video by Spike Cohen?
Yeah, that's the vice president candidate.
How do I make it bigger?
The government needs to get out of
What happened?
debates between Trump and Biden alone are not designed for the American people. They're designed to keep the Democrats and Republicans in power. They are fake debates.
If the right person was debating, they'd have a major impact on the election, because that was not a very inspiring group of people.
Let Jo Jorgensen into the debate. She's running on the Libertarian ticket. She's got a completely different worldview than either of the men we're running. We need a proliferation of voices. We need to break the duopoly. So let her speak.
If Jo Jorgensen wasn't on the ballot, I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump or Joe Biden. The two-party duopoly also controls the presidential stage, and they keep changing the rules every time a candidate gets close.
I've had a few people ask me, are you going to be able to keep Trump in line up there? My answer is, I'm a teacher. I know how to handle problem children. We'll do just fine. Thank you very much.
If you look around my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
The minute he closed that door, I was banged up against the wall.
Grab him by the... When you're a star, they let you do it. Nobody respects women more than I do. Give me a break. Focus on this major work straight, Jack.
He pointed his finger at me and he said, "You're nothing to me." Why is it real for Dr. Ford, but not for Tara Reid?
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
These voters say choosing between two parties just isn't enough.
Dr. Jorgensen.
Dr. Jo Jorgensen. Jo Jorgensen. Jo Jorgensen. Dr. Jo Jorgensen. Jo Jorgensen. Dr. Jo Jorgensen. Jo
Oh,
I'm Joe Jorgensen, and I approve this message.
damn. Was that Trump's son that even said that?
That was Trump.
No. The younger dude that said if Trump wasn't president, I would vote for her. Oh. Wow. Never even heard of her.
So, as someone who has seen Tiger King,
Yes.
Joe Exotic or Joe Jorgensen?
Joe Jorgensen.
No, just check her out.
going to
he
now.
it's clearly Jake is supporting her. I'm open minded. I've shared my opinion. I think that a third party isn't a viable option this time, just because of the climate and the timing. It's unfair to her and anyone else for that matter. The Green ticket, whoever is representing the Green Party,
He sucks.
they've got no shot.
The thing when it comes to third parties not being a viable option is third parties will never be a viable option as long as people keep saying third parties aren't a viable option and won't vote for them.
I did that last election, so
No.
I'm not hypocritical.
whoa.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying, based off of my experience with Bernie, who had way more support than he had enough support to split the Democratic Party, which is why Trump won, which is why you can lose the popular vote and still win, is because Bernie made enough of an impact to split the Democratic Party.
And Ron Paul got an electoral vote.
Joe Jorgensen isn't going to move that needle. So there are more people that would still support Bernie than as a